ladies and gentlemen. We are the Millie Goats. It is episode 169. It is myself, AK. It is Butch P. J-Vi is on the road. Tex is probably doing something. I don't know. But it is episode 169. It is September 25th, 2024. And Butch, it is National Lobster Day.
Lobster.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say you look like a shell of yourself, but lobsters are absolutely fascinating, by the way. I was reading up on lobsters in celebration of this momentous day, and I found this fact here. Also, shout out World Pharmacist Day. Can't forget that, as you know. My wife, pharmacist, so whenever she listens to this, shout out her and all the pharmacists all around. Lobsters never stop growing.
Just hit a dad joke.
Okay, write it down. Write that down. Make a note.
Boom.
Picture.
Right here.
We also have a special guest popping on. Should be here any minute. Lobsters never stop growing. The biggest one ever caught was off Nova Scotia. It was 3.5 feet and 44 pounds.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Actually did. Just recently went to Maine. And do you know?
Okay, come on. Yeah.
There are blue lobsters.
I want to say yes, but no. Maybe I don't.
Yeah.
Okay, please elaborate.
Definitely a genetic rarity there, where the shell will be blue, whatever all the actual science is behind it. But a rare gene.
Yep.
There can be blue lobsters. So when we were on a little boat tour, they were talking about it, and I said, "Well, did the blue lobsters put the red lobster out of business?"
Hey, shout out Matrix. Blue pill, red pill.
Exactly.
Did you also know, this is where I got it actually, was Maine Lobster, mainelobster.com or something like that. I don't know. They're biologically immortal. They can live over 100 years old. Female lobsters can hold sperm for up to a year, deciding when they want to fertilize. Huh?
It's always in their hands.
That's right, dude. Shout out Jeff Goldblum. Life will find a way via the lobsters. So shout out lobsters. Shout out Red Lobster also for the cheese biscuits, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I hate that they're gone.
Yeah. Oh, that's devastating, man. That's devastating. Who doesn't like a cheese biscuit? Guess who's here? Buku, ready to dial up a parlay for us. But we've got lots to get to. We're trying to win the Millie, as always. We're back on the grind tomorrow night. We've got Thursday night football. We've got Week 4 NFL. We've got Week 5 college football. We've got it all. We've got the segments. We're going to talk about Thursday. We're going to talk about the weekend. We're gonna give our headlines. We got a little bets that we want to play, some DFS stuff. We've got the college football graphics. Speaking of college football, Butch, I mean, right out of the gate, right here.
Oh, man.
Ladies and gentlemen who are watching, you can see. If you are listening, you cannot see. UNLV quarterback Matthew Sluka has announced he is leaving the team because of representations that were not upheld. The Rebels are 3-0 and ranked number 23 in the coaches poll for the first time in program history. And Sluka is going to redshirt. And now you can see how little play on words. You're welcome, ESPN or Barstool or whoever picks that up. UNILV. Come on. That should be the headline for every media station ever. There's a lot of conflicting reports that he was owed $100,000 and it was a verbal agreement and they agreed upon it. And then they agreed to pay him $3,000 a month, but they only paid 4 months of it. And then something else came out and said that somebody else came out and said they did pay him. okay, I mean, this is where we're at. So we put out a tweet that said, we warned you whenever they started letting them sit out bowl games, and then they started paying them. The first was when they let them sit out bowl games, they're going to be able to think they can get away with anything, basically. So, what are your initial thoughts? I have more because now the running back has done the same thing for UNLV, and then it was just announced that a USC defensive lineman who transferred from Georgia is doing the same thing. All these dudes playing football think they're bigger than the game. They're bigger than the team. And as soon as money got involved, I mean, it was just like my take on the bowl games. I'm like, if you say you're done, you do not get to come on the sideline for the bowl games. You are done. Get out. You quit. I don't care what your reasoning is. You quit. You know, there's 100 other guys on the team, and they don't all have that luxury. Yeah, you're good at football. Great. But what does that say for you for the rest of your career, whatever you decide to do? I don't like it. Let me just hang them up. See you later, guys. We're on the precipice of doing something iconic. Now, I mean, if you're UNLV and you told this guy you're going to pay him and you didn't, well, shame on you too. Like, that sucks. But still, dude, this is gonna start happening more. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, certainly is, but it's where we're at.
I mean,
I definitely don't agree with it. I mean, we're beating on the same drum with this. I just feel like, you know, the money. I mean, if you're passionate about playing football, then the money shouldn't matter as much.
good point. I mean, I just think that the money has. I don't know, man. It's nobody made you play this game. Like, if you wanted to go make money and then go be a stock investor, go trade stocks, dude. Go be a day trader. Like, if the money was all you cared about, then what are you doing? You know what I mean? So, I just don't get it. Now, as far as what UNLV should do, look who's here, Butch. Oh,
Oh, there he is.
oh, ah,
Yes,
Mr.
0
Good boy.
2 to the Sabres.
Get him, dude.
Wait, they preseason matters now.
Hey,
Absolutely for the Sabres.
did you not see Justin Fields' preseason
For-
tape last year?
For the Sabres.
Yeah.
Very
Emo.
true, but very true. What's up?
Welcome to the show. We're talking about the UNILV Lobos. We were discussing
baby.
earlier.
It's a gamble.
It is. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas until it bleeds over to USC. Secondly, we were discussing what should UNLV do from here. I say they fire. We were talking. They fire a coach every week so that they can get the new coach bumped to counteract all their players quitting 3 games in.
Yes, that's if you're looking to make a playoff, keep that new coach bump going.
Mm-hmm. Every just 10 weeks in a row, fire your coach every week. Interim coach out the wazoo every week.
Equipment manager promoted.
That's right. Just if we don't have any players, we've got to stack the deck somehow, and we need. I mean, we were talking. It was just like the Raiders. They fire their coach. Boom. Antonio Pierce comes in. They win 6 games in a row or whatever. I mean,
Yep.
where is Mark Davis? Is not paying these kids these money. Where is Mark Davis not supplying the Lobos?
Yeah, does he not have? He's got an interest in UNLV, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe these coaches are just going off the hook and just saying, "Hey, yeah, we'll get you that $100,000. You come play with us. We'll get you that $100,000."
You know what? Maybe one of the coach was like, "All right, guys, here's what we got to do. I told this quarterback he can get there. I want everybody to send me their best parlay, and if we hit, we'll win 117 grand, and we can give it to this kid."
Man, you can make that in one night in Vegas.
Right, dude. They missed the parlay, and now they've screwed the pooch. They can't pay the guy. He probably told the guy when he came in to quit, he's like, wait, I got a parlay in on all the 6.5 underdogs in the NFL. If it hits, we're going to get you your money.
That was in the fine print of our verbal agreement.
Right.
Be like the guy that hit the 117. I got 3 first-time score touchdowns, man. Wait till Sunday at 6. We'll
Your
give you
money will come.
117.
That's exactly what I mean. It's in Vegas, dude. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
That just hit me. That was so basically they've ruined college football and everybody's going to quit until they get paid. So, and then they're going to parade around like, I got to take care of my family. I got to walk my kids down the aisle and do all that stuff.
I mean, you kind of needed this to happen to somebody, though, just because this NIL thing is just such a Wild West situation, and they've got to come in with somebody to help these kids out. Because I mean, who knows how many of these agreements have been made, and the kids just suck it up and keep playing football.
True. I mean, it's funny, but it was like the whole like everybody who was on the bandwagon of let them sit out the bowl games. Ugh. And it's like, okay, when you let them sit out one game, guess what? They're just going to think they can quit whenever they want, and now they can. But if you did tell them you were going to pay them and you didn't, well, you're just a piece of garbage human being. Like,
right?
How do you? I don't know how you do that, but I'm telling you, I think it was the parlay. I think the guy had a parlay. So. Even though that's highly illegal.
We've all been there.
That's right. Every week. Look, boys, I got 2 legs down. If this thing hits, if I got 16 more touchdown scores, we're winning $1 million.
So Bebo, did you know that it was National Lobster Day?
I did. I was watching the podcast while I was putting the girls to bed, and I heard it was National Lobster Day. And I heard that you knew that the lobsters never stop growing.
Hey.
And the biggest one was 44 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
But do you know what type of music lobsters listen to?
Yes.
I do not.
Well, nobody really knows, but we all do know that they play every song on Crustacean.
Butch coming in hot.
That was the dad joke that just hit me when we were talking about lobsters.
That's a good one.
Oh, that was great. Oh, I was not expecting that. Incredible. Okay. BMO's here. Everybody's saying hi to BMO. Okay. Here we go. Headlines. Also, BMO known Steelers fan, sort of, kind of. He just showed, I don't know which jersey he wanted to show. I guess it was a Penguin since hockey just started.
Hockey's back.
Hockey's back. Okay. Top 5 headlines. Dang it, I forgot to change the NFL week 3 and 4 again. Shoot. Number 5, 1940 called once it's Monday Night Football back, a.k.a. something happened in the Bengals Commanders game. There were no punts and no turnovers in a game since 1940. How electric is that?
It's awesome.
That is wild. Also, from that game, Jaden Daniels, 91%. Commanders beat the Bengals 38-33. The throw to Terry McLaurin in the end zone was electric. And are the Bengals dead?
Yes.
Yeah. I think they're dead.
Yeah. With them being in the North and Pittsburgh playing like they're playing, and then you obviously, the Ravens are going to probably get back to 500 eventually.
Not anytime soon.
I was going to say they got the Bills this weekend, dude.
I know. MVP game.
Teaser alert. I think
I was kind of worried that after laying such a beat down that the Bills would be kind of a little bit on a high, a little trap game. But then it's like, okay. But then Lamar did win the MVP where JA probably should have. So probably got a little chip on his shoulder still.
Love a chip on the shoulder.
Mhm.
This game.
Can you lay it down on a parlay?
Oh, chat. Send it to the UNLV coach.
J.A. and Lamar, anytime touchdown scores.
First touchdown scores. Don't be a coward. Don't you want to run around in the bar like that one guy won 117 grand?
I don't know if I can parlay both of them to score the first. I'll try.
It's true. Didn't think about that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
This game, dude, was this game more about the Bengals sucking? Well, their defense sucked. Joe Burrow still played really good. Or was it a Jaden Daniels coming out party? Because he looked pretty good. The old quarterback number 2 taken as opposed to number 1 might be the curse again.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I didn't watch the game, but
no, I was like waiting for somebody to chime in. But
Yeah.
I'm always going to defer to Butch on the first chime in.
Jaden Daniels was on fire the entire game. I mean, the Bengals had no answer for him. He is a Lamar Jackson that can actually throw.
Okay. Good night. Thank you, Mel Kiper. I mean, really, he can move, but I mean, 91%. And I'm not talking like, oh, he's just throwing seam routes. Like, you're talking like pretty high level throws. You know?
Yeah, both those deep balls to McLaurin were dimes.
Yeah.
McLaurin's probably just like grinning ear to ear every time he goes home. It's just like, finally, I got somebody.
Finally. Yeah, they actually showed a clip of all the quarterbacks that McLaurin has caught a pass from, and it was like 12
Yeah.
of them.
Like he's been in the league for 15 years or something.
Yeah, it's like his short 3-year career or whatever it is.
Breaking news: Terry McLaurin just turned 23. He's already caught passes from 15 quarterbacks. Oh, so that game was fun. Thank goodness that game was on, because the next game, the Bills humiliated the Jags. The talks are that Trevor Lawrence is broken, and the Jags are complete idiots for running man defense against Josh Allen. Have they not seen the stats of Josh Allen versus man defense? 44 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. How you doing? And then Josh Allen had 9 different pass catchers catch a ball by halftime. The game was over by halftime. And then after the game, Josh Allen says, it's fun. I'm paraphrasing here. Don't quote me, but it's fun playing with a bunch of guys who don't care about their stats and just stay ready, basically. So was that or was that not, Butch, a Stephon Diggs shot?
Ooh. Yes, absolutely.
BMO?
I think it was probably like a backhanded, like maybe saying, I love being able just to spread the ball wherever I want to, wherever the play brings me, without people getting mad.
He's playing free. Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's playing free.
Joe Brady, though, 10-1, right? Since he took over?
Yeah, he's big time.
They're already talking about head coaching jobs, so the Bills are going to be in trouble. The head coaching job usually
ESPN starting to push.
Well, there probably is going to be a vacancy in Dallas if we don't turn this thing around.
Oh my gosh, that would be hysterical.
Imagine Joe Brady going to Dallas.
Imagine Joe Brady coaching Shedeur Sanders. Cowboys trade Dak Prescott to the Bills for Joe Brady. Dak Prescott, $60 million backup to Josh Allen. Got ourselves a Russell Wilson Denver situation.
Yep.
Breaking news. But really, the Jags are idiots. Is Trevor Lawrence just bad, or what's going on there?
Well, before the season started, I saw these talking heads talking about, like, they'd throw up like just the stats of 2 different players, and it was like this many pass completions, this many yards, this many touchdowns, interceptions, this win-loss record, and it was always like Trevor Lawrence, Daniel Jones, they're the same player.
And Jalen Hurts, apparently, because there's a lot of
Yeah.
graphics between Jalen Hurts and Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Jones seems to be the control group in the study of who's a legitimate quarterback and who is not.
Of who's trash. Compare
Yeah.
trash to trash.
Right. It's like pulling off. It's like the Scooby Doo meme where Fred pulls off the mask. It's just like Daniel Jones garbage can pulls off the mask.
Although since Neighbors just came into town, he's got himself a number one. So,
dude, the Giants could easily be 2-1 if they had a field goal kicker the second game. It could easily be 2-1. So, but anywho, that game was, good Lord, was that a massacre? But
I really thought, like, how good would the Giants be if they'd kept Saquon?
Yeah.
I mean, I really feel like the Eagles would be absolute trash.
Oh my gosh, dude, the Eagles would be horrible. He's their entire offense. I mean, people talk about CMC, but my goodness, the Eagles are very Saquon reliant, but yet they're giving all the credit to Jalen Hurts, and they don't do the same for Brock Purdy. So that's quite a garbage comparison. So speaking of CMC, he's in Germany to get his. People are speculating that CMC is in Germany to get his calf looked at. I say nay, boys. It is October. CMC is over there for Oktoberfest and nothing more. There should be no slander, no speculation of CMC. What is going on with his Achilles? Dude, it's October is in 6 days, dude.
Okay.
He's beating the crowd over there. There's Beer Fest probably. He's going over there on vacation to see what all the hubbub's about. And this has nothing to do with his calf or his Achilles. So let the record show that CMC is on a Beer Fest, Oktoberfest vacation with he's newly married. So that's probably their honeymoon. So let the rumors go to bed. Let them rest.
So, so what you're saying, the Niners are in shambles?
He's going over to rest up and recharge for the rest of the season, dude. That's all I'm saying.
With beer, because we know that works.
He's got to go clear his mind, dude. He's getting away. He's
that's what I say. That's what I say every week in fantasy. Just wait until all my guys get healthy. Then I'll share this league.
Yeah,
these guys don't know what's coming.
Yeah, and they're all Niners that are injured too. So
right, exactly.
So you got Kittle and Debo.
That's right. And CMC.
Debo and CMC.
Trick jokes on you. It was Brock Purdy the whole time, and Jawan Jennings, you idiot. Lord Mason. But I did see a video that he's going over there to. They're only allowed to do some sort of certain amount of stem cell research and work over here in the U.S.
That was going to be my guess, was stem cell.
Because Kobe Bryant went over there after he tore his Achilles to Germany to get his and basically if he's got tendonitis, it depends on what level he is in the tendonitis. There's a whole bunch of different levels. This tendonitis is just inflammation of the tendon. Once it starts breaking down and the tendon becomes compromised and the fibers within those tendons become compromised, then you've got a problem because it's just a matter of time before it's rupture city.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which
exactly.
Who knows? So apparently they've got stem cells over there that can go and regenerate some of the connective tissue in the Achilles. But I say he needs to stop doing cupping and needling and massaging and plunging and whatever else they're doing, ultrasound, and just load the Achilles. But hey, what do I know? As we've learned from Christian Watson at the NFL, and all their idiots that are training these people couldn't see that his hamstring was smaller by 20% after 4 years of studying him. What a bunch of idiots. Just look at him in his compression shorts and be like, wow, his left leg looks much more atrophied than his right. So anyways, that's dude.
But I'm glad you got that off your chest.
That was the whole point of that. It's just me to yell about Christian Watson's hamstring for the fourth time. Okay.
All right. Look alive. Now we can
Top
get on
10
with
paid-
the
The
show.
top 10 paid quarterbacks stink. The top 10 highest paid quarterbacks have 10 wins total after 3 weeks. Dak Prescott, Joe Burrow, Jordan Love, Trevor Lawrence, Tua, Jared Goff, Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, all making more than $46 million, combined 10 wins.
I don't know if we can count Jordan Love in that.
Sure we can. The Packers are undefeated without him. I mean, what are you going to do? Malik Willis to UNLV? Trade him again?
Now doesn't Mahomes make like 50 mil a year?
He's not in the top 10. I guess AAV is what the fancy people say.
What is AAB?
AAV, average annual value or something. I don't know.
Oh, V. All right.
Yeah.
I thought you said B.
No.
Yeah.
So I just had to bring that up because all these top paid quarterbacks, nobody can win. It's crazy how that works.
Yeah. Well, like I always said, I'm always a fan of the team winning and not just paying one or two players. You know?
Dude, I remember you saying that all the time.
Exactly.
It's ever since we've been young, dude. You've been saying that.
What
Right.
was that?
Exactly.
What was that Jerry Jones quote about not being able to pay Derrick Henry? You couldn't afford him
Yeah.
because of CD and Dak.
I've got a hot take here in a few minutes for that. Also, Jerry Jones had another quote that was terrible about watching dudes in the shower or something. So,
Oh God.
yeah, it was weird.
I guess
Come
that is
on.
a little worse than watching guys in compression shorts.
Yeah.
Okay, and the final headline. Bengals coaching tree stinks. I
Oh.
saw this the other day. There are 3 0-3 teams. Okay? And all those 0-3 teams have a connection to Zach Taylor. The Bengals, their head coach is Zach Taylor. Jacksonville's offensive coordinator is Press Taylor, Zach Taylor's brother. And Tennessee's head coach, Brian Callahan, was the OC in Cincinnati for like 5 years. All of them 0-3. The Taylor coaching tree stinks. Spot the lie.
Cut it off.
Spot the lie. All right. Anything else on the headlines, guys?
No.
We already spent time on the Bills game on Sunday, right?
Do you want to? If you have a couple of notes, go ahead. This is your time to get it off your chest. Say it with your chest.
Nah, that's good. Humiliation's fine. I was gonna pile some more stuff on the Joe Brady train, but
what do you have, dude? This is your time. You're on the show.
I heard back when he was in Carolina that Rule was kind of limiting his play decision and how he ran the ball and was forcing him to do things he didn't want to do. But I mean, even with the short season last year, and then once his offense is in full swing, you see how much he spreads it and absolutely pounds rock and just lets James cook. So his run game is legit. Absolutely legit.
Well, you don't
and
know.
I think I don't know if they're
ever.
Yeah, you don't know who's going to get it. And whenever he lets Josh Allen just run around like backyard football, I don't know if those are like design scrambles or the play breaks down and then you go to plan B or what. But Josh Allen on a scramble has not looked haywire like he has the past few seasons.
And I love how the Bills did this. You can't beat them, join them. You can't beat Brady, join Joe Brady.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's a hot take, dude. I like that.
JB12. Here we go.
That's right, JB17. Okay, I like that.
JB24, 25.
Let me get this
JB25.
Yeah,
JB24. Okay, on the show we just did the Monday night stuff. We got Thursday night headlines and predictions. We got football weekend hot takes. We've got the Goat Rack Bargain Bin DFS and bets, which is horrendous. So don't listen to us, but we're still going to tell you what we like to bet on. We got a college football playoff update. We've got the college football games of the week. And the Intersquad DraftKings Jamboree is a massacre right now. It's basically Butch P is the Bills, and the rest of us are the Jags right now because he's running the score up on us. And stop stealing our intellectual property, you coward, RG3. Come on the show. And Barstool, I know you're going to steal our headlines. So here we go. Everybody, shh. Let's get to some football.
Football? Yay, yay.
Yes, original BMO. You know that. Okay. But first, the dad joke. Another dad joke. The dad joke.
Stole that from somebody.
What?
Nothing.
The
It sounded
football?
professional.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very professional. Dad joke. I saw a sick picture at the museum one time. I asked the person who was working there, I said, "What is that?" And they said it was the pneumonia Lisa.
TNA.
Oh man. Wait, hold
It's
on.
good. It's good.
I was gonna hit a button, but I forgot which one it was where the guy laughs like hen dog. I didn't want to hit something that was booze or something. I forgot this. Power rankings. Before we get into that. 3-0. What do we think?
I'm gonna go 2, 4, 3, 1, 5.
Oh.
2, 4, 3, 1, 5. So okay, we agree the Seahawks stink. They're
I'm gonna.
fraudulent.
Whoa. I'm going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's the final countdown.
Okay, dude. Thank you.
Straight from Europe.
Shout out CMC. Wait,
Yeah.
Germany's not in Europe, is it? Maybe it is. I don't know.
It's over there.
I put no, nothing's the matter with me. Let me explain. The Vikings have the best resume. They have beaten the Giants on the road. They beat the Niners. They beat the Texans. The Bills have beaten the Dolphins, the Jaguars, who are 0-3, and who is their other one? Who else did they play? I can't remember.
Last week they played. First week I was there. They played the Cardinals.
The Cardinals, who are
won
1-2. So the Bills opponents have a combined 2 wins. The Steelers have played the Falcons, the Chargers, and the Broncos.
Yeah.
The Chiefs have played the Ravens, who are 1-2. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. The Chiefs have played the Ravens. They went the Bengals, who are 0-3. And who'd they just play? The Falcons. So that's their teams have a combined 2 wins. And the Seahawks have played the Patriots, the Broncos, and the Dolphins, who had no quarterback. So I'm just saying.
All these 3-0 teams ain't played nobody.
Nobody, Paul. But the Vikings have the best resume. They just throttled
Tell
the
me
Texans.
theirs again. You said, oh, yeah, the Texans.
The Texans, the Niners, and the Giants. So,
well, we don't know about the Niners yet.
We don't. Look, he's trying to get in. Look at him. He's trying to get in here. I don't know if he can hear us or not. It looks like he froze. He's somewhere out there. J-Bye phoning in from somewhere.
All right.
I don't know if he can hear us. He'll chime in when he can hear us. Oh, he left. Never mind. But I'm just saying that's how I would put him. This is not, and I'm not pandering to Dylon. I'm not pandering to Dylon at all. Don't worry. It's fine. We want the Vikings to succeed. God forbid something happen and they lose this number 1 spot. They're the best team in the NFL, right? I'd hate to see it. I'd hate to see him fall from number 1 up here.
Definitely
you know what I'm saying?
No sarcasm there.
Yeah, definitely don't want to see him fall from this. I cannot wait. Well, it'd be a shame if I say, hey,
divisional foe this week.
On the road, I had them at the number 1, and then we could say, wow, they lost as a number 1 team. We don't want that to happen.
They can only go one direction from here.
That's right, dude. Okay.
And how far are they going to go?
You have no idea how far I can fly. All right. Thursday night. Here we go. We've got Giants hosting the Dallas Cowboys right here. The Giants are 6-point dogs at home, and you can bet them plus 215 on the money line if you've got the cojones. Dallas is 1-2. The Giants are 1-2. They could easily be 2-1. Dallas, no one has 100 yards rushing yet. That's pathetic. Run the damn ball. And we've got a Jones off between Daniel Jones and Jerry Jones. And last year sucked because I remember watching that game in the airport, and Dallas beat him by like 70. But I've got a hot Jerry Jones take that Jerry Jones paid Dak and CD overkill and overpaid them so that he could blame them on why the Cowboys stink. And that way you can say, I don't know what you want me to do. I paid my guys. They got what they wanted. They were supposed to lead us to the promised land. So Jerry Jones basically put his name in the clear by paying both of these guys a lot of money. So I think Jerry Jones it's
a good angle.
He's CYA saying, look, I did what I was supposed to do. Now it's on you. I mean, what do you want me to do, Dak? I can't pay these other guys. So this is a real swindling move by Jerry Jones, I believe. Thoughts, Butch P, as the resident Cowboys fan?
No, I like it because it's the truth. I mean, eventually you can't be paying every position the highest paid player. And there's certainly, at some point, somebody's going to be paying Aubrey.
That's true. Number 4 player in fantasy football, dude.
I mean, my gosh, do you let a leg like that go?
Dude, he's the best player.
And right now, he's basically our offense. So,
dude, that's right. Get across the 50. Let Aubrey do his thing.
Oh, get it to the 50.
Yeah, 65-yarder.
I mean, come on, but yeah, I mean, will eventually be the case here. Somebody's going to end up having to cut, and then they're not going to be willing to. So, your team's just going to be trash.
Well, they're on the cusp of being trash. They're garbage right now. If you get to trash, I think trash is worse than garbage in my opinion. But that's just me.
But definitely a must win tomorrow night.
Oh, that's what Tex was saying. So Dallas, their offense, they're first in pass yards at 285 a game, 30th in rush yards, 73 a game. Points for, they're 6th, 25.7. Their defense, 14th against the pass. Their rush yards, holy cow, do they give up a lot of rushing yards, 185 a game. And then their points against 30th, they give up almost 30 a game. Conversely, the Giants, 21st in pass yards at 200, 19th in rush yards on offense at 105, and they score 15 points a game, good enough for 29th. I don't know who in the world scores less than that, but that's terrible. The Giants' defense, their pass yards is their strength. So that matches up well with the Cowboys. They're 13th, allowing 186 a game. Rush yards, they give up 131 a game, good for 23rd, and points against 21.
The Jags that score less than 15 a game. It may be the Jags.
That's a good point. I didn't look, but
I was trying to think because the Panthers just had a 30-pointer, so that brought their average up. But they're probably right there though too, even with that.
Yeah, there's 3 teams. There's 30, 31, 32. Yeah, there's 3 teams worse than them. Interesting. BMO, thoughts on all that information?
I think this is going to be an ugly game. Just not a lot of great football going to go around here. All
right, BMO, thanks for being on the show. We'll see you next time.
What the Giants just had, like 9 sacks or something crazy last week?
I like that stat.
It might not be 9. It's either 7 or 9, but they had a lot. And then maybe this might be Zeke's week to find his stride. I don't know, because Giants
They
are such garbage against the run.
bottom third
But
of the
then-
league against the run.
But you look at you just look at Dak's stats, and he's like just lightening up on the yards. But then you look at his completion percentage, and it's like 55%, 59%, and it's like, okay, Just
What is he? What is
throwing
he?
the
Anthony
ball a
Richardson
ton.
out there?
Yeah, but I mean, he's doing all he can. He's throwing the ball a ton. No picks
better.
last week. No
He paid
picks last
$60
week.
million.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing what he can.
How many drops did CD Lamb have last week?
Imagine if he didn't have all those drops. He probably had like 450 yards last week.
Yeah, you know,
Unbelievable.
and the costly fumble is like,
And the Cowboys playing from behind like 70% of their games, they have to throw the ball.
right.
Yeah.
So,
Well, Dak can sling it.
well, yeah, whenever they're down by 30, they have to.
It's just not a
I don't know.
recipe for success.
I feel like
No.
every time we build up these Cowboy games in prime time, I feel like you and Virus or J-Vi are always landing on Butch and Tex.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, did you see what the Cowboys did? Laid another egg.
Yeah.
I think they'll beat the Giants, but
Of
we'll
course
see.
we're going to lay it on. We're never going to give the Cowboys credit. They never get the Niners credit. We'll never give the Bills credit. Well, we kind of have to give the Bills credit because one of our friends plays for them. So I can't be too harsh on the Bills for that reason. J-Vi is in like a trust tree right now that you can't escape. It was like when Kilgore played for the Niners and nobody, like you all wanted them to succeed so they could win a Super Bowl. So I'm like rooting for the Bills to win a Super Bowl for our guy, you know?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I agree with Texas' take here, though. It's a must-win game, and like all the old stats were like the 0-2 teams don't make playoffs, this and that. But I feel like with the extended game, it's probably more like the 0-3 teams don't make playoffs. I wanted to say that last week, but I didn't get it in the comments. And then I feel like they're going to keep extending it to 18 games and such.
2 bye weeks.
Yeah, 2 bye weeks. That blew my mind when I realized that college has 2 bye weeks this year.
Yeah, me too. No idea. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, Ohio State hasn't played in like 2 weeks. I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How do you
it
feel?
really gives you a chance to prepare for a big game. You know, if you end up having the cookie cutter games and not play Northern Illinois on your list,
Well, you don't want to play them unless you're Buffalo, dude.
unless you're Buffalo, yeah.
Right.
But anyway, yeah, you got a shot to get healthy before you play Georgia or another SEC dominant team.
So Butch, as the resident, what do you think's going to happen here? Shut
What,
up with the
in
SEC
this
stuff.
in this game tomorrow night? I mean, the Cowboys are going to win. Neighbors and Wan'Dale Robinson will be a bigger factor than Singletary.
I love Wan'Dale Robinson, dude. I can't quit him in fantasy football.
I think Daniel Jones will be running for his life also. So,
is this the game the Cowboys finally get their pass rush back after a 2-week hiatus?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to take that with a grain of salt because you are a fan of the Cowboys.
Well, I mean, you look at some of the missed sacks last week, and it's just because Lamar is Lamar. It's like you just couldn't catch him back there. And if that was Daniel Jones, they would have had a lot more sacks.
If that was Daniel Jones, he fumbles and the ball's going backwards. Scoop and score.
Right.
I think they'll be competitive, just giving the Giants a little bit more respect than last year's team. I think they're better than that for sure. So, but I think Dallas will cover the 5.5 that I have them at.
Oh, look at you. Little 5.5 there. You must have taken that early.
Different sites are offering
Oh.
different things. So, but yeah, they had them at 5.5. It may have moved to -6, but yeah.
All right, Butch, tell us what that CDAC press forward means.
Well, I think that they're going to come back, and you got a little play on words here. CD Lamb and Dak Prescott will go forward from last week's debacle, and they'll connect, and CD Lamb will have a stellar game against the Giants, which we need, and they need to show everybody that he's going to be I'll say 7 catches over 100 yards.
Oh, yes, clip it.
And
Where's that at? I'm clipping it.
yeah,
2 scores.
Two
scores. 2 scores.
Woo!
Dang, I like it.
Dude, somebody put 250 on that. Call up UNLV's coach. Tell him we got a burner.
Hey, there's your prop bet right there. Boom.
Mine was, can the Cowboys break the Brady curse? Not Joe Brady, but Tom Brady. Tom Brady has called every single one of their games. And I forgot that they beat the Browns. So I was going to say they were 0-3 in games that Tom Brady calls, but I forgot they beat the Browns. So anyways, they have not played that well when Brady's called their games in Dallas, but on the road, they played well, but Brady isn't going to be calling their game on the road. So they're going to be dependent on Kirk Herbstreit and his dog up in the booth that everybody's forced to look at. Even though we love dogs, he's forcing it too much, Kirk Herbstreit. I'm sorry. We like dogs, but it seems forced. I'm sorry. Anyways, disregard my comment about Tom Brady, who has a weird laugh.
Wait a second. Yeah.
Never mind.
Good take.
Anyways.
All right, moving forward.
Tex said this is if we don't win here, the season is a lost game for the Cowboys. And Javi says the Cowboys get back to the win column because the Giants can't run the ball with Singletary. He's a liability. Even though Javi has no idea that the Cowboys give up the most rushing yards in the league by a mile.
Didn't Singletary run wild last week?
Yes. He's just Javi's goal is to find whoever Bills player left the Bills and just attack him for every one of these things we do.
I guess he didn't run wild. He only had 65 yards, but I thought he was tearing it up.
He did have a 95-yard week, didn't he? 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
he's rushed for almost 300. I think I saw his numbers.
Yeah,
I think it was 3, maybe 3 or 2
but
or 3.
I mean, it really depends on if who's in the lead here.
Yes,
and I think Dallas will be in the lead early and can control this game, and that's going to be their recipe to win any football game this year. They have to play with the lead and a double-digit lead, which is enormous pressure on an offense. So, you got to be able to stop the run, and if you can't stop the run, you got to play with the lead.
Well, yeah. I mean, look at their stats. They're first in pass yards. Why? Because they're trailing and they're giving up 30 points a game. They're almost last in rushing. Why? Because they can't run the ball because they're behind. Like that. That's not an accident.
Yeah, right.
That's a correlation.
Right.
So, anyways, that's some real analysis, not Kirk Herbstreit's dog. Okay. So that's Dallas.
More importantly than that, the wind is not getting above 8 miles an hour.
Yes.
Tomorrow, so Aubrey should be in the clear.
Ooh.
Oh,
Any precipitation though?
Counterpoint.
50%.
That field sucks. Oh, again, it rained last year whenever they played at MetLife. That field sucks.
Yeah, 50% chance of rain.
Don't let Kirk Herbstreit's dog on that field. He'll blow a knee out.
That's only half of the intramural team.
We get to watch Al Michaels lumber through another. Yeah, Al Michaels is going to lumber through another broadcast, sounding like he's annoyed being there. Okay, moving on. Week 4. Here we go. There's the schedule. a nice look ahead of all these games. We've got, all the undefeateds are on the line. We've got some divisional lineups there. I'm not going to read through them all. Maybe I will. Saints, Falcons, Bengals, Panthers, Rams, Bears, Vikings, Packers, Jags, Texans, Steelers, Colts, Broncos, Jets, Eagles, Bucks, Commanders, Cardinals, Patriots, Niners, Chiefs, Chargers, Browns, Raiders, Bills, Ravens. Great Sunday night game. Terrible Monday night game. Titans and Dolphins, Seahawks, Lions. Good Monday night game.
How many weeks are they doing this?
I don't know, but they're idiots. Well, it's kind of not bad because last week the Jags-Bills game sucked, and the Bengals Commanders game was pretty good. So
yeah,
that's just a look at what we're going to be dealing with. And from that, we now have our headlines. We left one blank in Texas because BMO might fill that in. Here's what I'm looking for. The Broncos are going to New York to play the Jets. Are we going to get a Zach Wilson tribute video? Don't they do that? I want you to bust out the NBA. I want you to bust out the NBA vibe and build a video for a guy who sucked there and was only there for like 2 years. We need that energy out of the Jets tribute video. We need it. We just have to have it. Come on, Salah. Show some guts. Thoughts on that one, guys?
That'd be hilarious.
Oh,
it
would be incredible. It would be so good.
Oh.
Butch, what are you looking for this week?
All right, I'm really focused on which undefeated team gets their first loss, and how will the Bills recover losing the MVP game. And I hope J-Vi is listening and kicking the seat in front of him on the airplane right now, waking somebody up from their sleep.
Oh my gosh, dude. I love that. I love whenever it's like, ooh, who's the front runner for the MVP? Is that gonna be the lead up to the game? That has to be part of it because man, did they play that out last year when Brock Purdy and Lamar Jackson were playing. So that's yes.
I don't like that it's in Baltimore.
Oh, a little doubt there?
No, not a doubt. I just don't like it in Baltimore.
What if I told you that the Ravens' pass defense is an absolute joke right now?
Well, as long as they don't play man. As long as they don't continue to play man, I think they'll be all right.
True. That's Baltimore's problem. Their defense sucks. So, and
do you think they'll have a lot of laundry that controls this game?
I don't know. The refs are going to be at the Chiefs-Chargers game, which leads us right into J-Vi's. Is the NFL trolling us by suspending the Chargers' best defensive back for the Chiefs game? And on top of that, Justin Herbert might not play. So, the Chiefs are going to be 4-0, and I'm sure this game between the Chiefs and the Chargers will come down to a last-second play. And I love telling all the Chiefs fans that you have turned into the Patriots fans because all you do is sit there and tell everybody how they're against you and nobody likes you. And all we're saying is watch the games from a different perspective, and you will understand that every game you play comes down to a call somehow, and it's annoying. I don't care who's right or wrong about the call. But every game cannot end like that. It's annoying, and it always seems to go in the Chiefs' favor. Like, they've turned into the Patriots fans, and when you say that to them, they get so mad. It's funny. I'm talking to you. Take me home. Take country roads. Take Mahomes. You know who you are.
What was the stat that Mahomes has like 59 interceptions that have been called back or something
on
a pass interference
or some sort of flag?
Or some sort of flag, some sort. It was in that ballpark or something.
Yeah,
I heard it was 75.
Mm,
Every
right.
time I hear that stat, I feel like it gets higher and higher.
right. 167 interceptions called back by Patrick Mahomes in his 5-year career.
Every single touchdown pass.
You
Or-
tell me who's
or
getting the
incomplete.
calls.
Oh,
He hasn't completed a pass to his own player yet. It's just been pass interference all the way down the field.
But I'm nervous because he was talking a lot this week about I mean I just hope the Chiefs lose every week, but
Yes,
I'm
agreed.
nervous that they're going to actually find their stride because he was really talking like a leader this week about how he hasn't played well, and it's not just based on his stats. Like
He hasn't
was
played
actually,
well.
and he's like, yeah, I haven't been hitting the people I should have been hitting. It's good we're winning. That shows the caliber of the rest of the team, but I don't like how I've been playing. So I'm worried that he's going to light it up for 400 this week.
Well, with the
you're
the
probably
Chargers,
right.
best Steve. I mean, they're out there. He's throwing incomplete passes, and Chris Collinsworth is up there at massaging, be getting his back and his glutes rubbed because he's like, "Oh, look at that! Look at that! What a great play!" And he threw a ball in the dirt, and it's just he's lathering himself in oil to just rub all over Mahomes. I'm like, good Lord, man. Anyways, my second question is: does Cliff Kingsbury still have his house in Arizona? Because revenge game.
Is he still getting paid?
Yeah, he's coming. I don't know, but it's coming. Oh, that's a good question. Are the Cardinals still paying him from his head coach? Whoa, I do not know that. Great question.
I knew it was for a year at least, but I'm not sure if they're still paying him or not.
I don't know, but I don't know. That's a really good question. But he did have that video of the sweet house that he did the draft from, where he was basically looking like Ryan Gosling, just sitting in the mansion from The Notebook. Wait, not The Notebook. Wait, not The Notebook. What's another Ryan Gosling movie where he's just
Barbie?
a good-looking guy? No, not Barbie. Just gonna start naming off all the Ryan. We're gonna play that game. I don't know. It was some.
Okay.
Was Steve Carell?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Or
about?
he's
That
dating
movie?
his daughter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get right or something. Get up. No, that's the show on ESPN. Never mind. Anyways, revenge game. Cliff Kingsbury. What were you gonna say about Kingsbury?
Crazy Stupid Love is the name of the movie.
There you go. Yes, right on the tip of the tongue. Get up.
So yeah, you're close. So Mr. Google says yes, the Arizona Cardinals are still paying Kingsbury, but only the difference between his new salary and what was owed by the Cardinals because of all the offset language in their contracts. But he signed an extension in 2022 for 6 years. So
Okay,
through
they're gonna be paying him.
2028.
Oh my God! Holy moly!
I think.
I did not intend for that to go that deep, but I'm glad it did. So the Commanders are going to be paying Cliff Kingsbury to come there and play. Wow. Oh, tribute video? Cliff Kingsbury? Just saying.
From the Cardinals?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. Didn't they make the playoffs under him?
Dude, I like that game. I think that's going to be a fun game to watch.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be
With
I don't know what
those
the over-under is.
quarterbacks? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be awesome.
Like
Back and forth.
everybody's dumping on the Cardinals so heavy at the beginning, like before the season started. But it seems like they're a fun little team to watch.
They can't stop anybody. They can't stop nobody, Paul. But
yeah,
Well, neither can the Commanders.
But yeah,
So,
you'll see again. You will see
What's-
that in
what's the over under on this game?
I don't
$1 billion.
know. Look that up while I read Dylon's.
Like that. What was that? Baylor, West Virginia, or whatever that was back in like 07 or something.
That reads us right into another revenge narrative. Revenge game. Dylon says revenge game for Andy Dalton against Cincinnati.
Yes.
Yes. And the Panthers go on a winning streak. And if they play their cards right, the Panthers might be tied for the division after this week at 2-2. Because you've got the Falcons and the Saints. If the Falcons win that game, they're both 2-2. If the Eagles beat the Bucks, they're 2-2. And if the Panthers beat the Bengals, they're 2-2. And the Panthers are right back in the thick of the things for the NFC South.
You know who
Just
also
like that.
played his cards right? Kingsbury.
Nice.
He
Shout
did
out,
though.
crazy.
He really
crazy.
did.
He really did. He's like, yeah, I quit. I'm going
He
to
really
Mexico,
did.
and then I'm gonna. It's who had it better, him or Russell Wilson? Kingsbury or Russell Wilson?
Oh,
Dude, getting
that's
fired as a
debatable.
head coach, getting fired as an offensive-minded head coach is got to be a phenomenal gig.
Mm-hmm. I mean, as soon as he was ready, he was like, "Oh, Commanders, there you go, job." So, and then J-Vi had one more. He said, "Will Dak and Dallas cover for the 11th straight time against a divisional opponent in primetime?" Good question, J-Vi. Good question.
I will answer yes,
Okay, there you have it,
as I
folks.
did earlier. Yes.
I mean, yes. So we've got the Vikings. We'll see what Dylon has to say about that. The Steelers at the Colts. Are we worried? Are we worried about that, BMO? Steelers, Colts.
Steelers defense is going to eat Richardson alive.
Oh my! Will he get? This was another question that almost made the list. Will Richardson get benched this game in lieu of Joe Flacco?
Wouldn't be a bad idea. First quarter.
Tribute video, Joe Flacco.
Before the game.
But the Steelers did have a lot of battles with Joe Flacco, so they're very familiar with him.
Oh, good point. Also, great game here when Ben Roethlisberger played the Colts in the playoffs when Peyton Manning was still there, when he made that tackle. I remember that. To go to the Super Bowl, I think it was the AFC Championship game. Anywho. Okay. I think, BMO, did you have any hot takes? You want to fill this blank in? We left it blank for you, for Yins.
Yeah, maybe. So 49.5 points for the Cardinals Commanders game. I feel like you've got to pound the over, right?
It might be total of, it might be 35 to 38.
It may be like 56 to 50.
Dude, J-Vi's sending Tom Brady, Josh Allen comparisons via text right now. What's your hot take, dude?
I'll come back to it. I got to get one. I was going to steal J Bones, but
steal it. He's fine.
Nah.
Okay.
I'll let. I told him not to let him have it.
You guys are Pittsburgh fans, so you can steal things.
He's an Eagles fan.
Philly.
Oh,
yeah, he's from Philly. Yeah.
While you're thinking about that, I've just got to
definitely steal his idea.
Yeah. Pull the old Philly special on him. Be like, hey, you can have it. Oh, pass around to me. Touchdown. Let me just read these stats off for you. Brock Purdy is tied for the second in NFL history with 16 games with 100-plus passer rating through his first 25 career starts. Purdy has been legendary. I also want to do some. I also want to do some comparisons between. I want to do some comparisons between Josh Allen and Brock Purdy under pressure. Brock Purdy has been blitzed 34 times. Josh Allen has been blitzed 11. Brock Purdy's been hurried 4 times. 14 times, Josh Allen 3. Pressures, Brock Purdy's faced 31, Josh Allen's faced 6. Pressure percentage, 27%. Josh Allen, 7%. So completed air yards during this pressure, Brock Purdy, 625 yards, Josh Allen, 243 yards.
So you're telling me the coaches know how to scheme better in Buffalo than they do in San Francisco. Or sorry. Yeah, San Francisco.
I'm telling you, the real MVP game is in November. That's the real MVP game. Brock Purdy's going to be playing himself right into the MVP conversation, and they're going to get to do it again. Josh Allen, Brock Purdy, MVP.
Is that the Wycliffe John game?
When's the last time the Niners played in the snow?
And Green Bay, whenever they beat them to go to the Super Bowl. So. No, maybe not the Super Bowl, maybe the divisional. But they beat Aaron Rodgers, ended his career in Green Bay, blocked a punt, crammed it down their throats. Aaron Rodgers misses a wide open guy over the middle, trying to throw it deep to Devontae Adams. Complete idiot move. He's booted out. Now he's doing all his other stuff in New York. So, yes, that's the last time they played in Buffalo. Or played in the snow.
So Brock Purdy's never played in the snow?
Brock Purdy played at Iowa State, buddy.
Mm,
It snows there.
so he can't wait for this game then.
Oh, MVP game, dude.
So this is the Wycliffe John game because the Niners are gone till November.
Nice. That was good.
Oh.
I'm not reading this off, Jay, by this Tom Brady Josh Allen comparison. You forgot one. Let's wait till Brock Purdy gets to 107 games. Then we'll see.
If he gets to 107.
Okay, now we're just wishing for people's injury. Oh,
That had nothing to do with injury.
By the way, shout out you back on the DeMar Hamlin Comeback Player of the Year. Gonna redeem yourself?
Staying away from that. They changed the criteria a little bit this year to make it so that players like DeMar Hamlin would actually win it when they deserved to win it last year. So I feel like since he's not really coming back from not playing last year, the new criteria you probably wouldn't qualify for. So I'm not going to be baited into that trap.
Twist.
Not dropping another unit on that.
Aaron Rodgers is going to win that damn thing, so don't even think about it.
Yeah. He's got to be minus 1,000 or something right now.
Yep. Aaron Rodgers is going to win that. Or maybe Russ Wilson.
Hot take, Monday night, Titans, Dolphins will be the worst rated game of the season.
That is a hot take. I'm still going to watch it, though. I don't care.
Which one's gonna be your main one? Which one are you gonna flip to the other one during commercials?
I have 2 TVs set up. I'm not. This is not amateur hour. I just can't wait for Will Levis to make another viral photo. That's what I'm waiting for.
With
Cartwheel throw.
He's must watch TV, dude. You got to watch Will Levis play football. Snatching victory from the jaws of defeat, or snatching defeat from the jaws of victory, whatever it is. Okay. One more segment, boys. One more segment. Everybody cover your ears because I think this is way louder than that thing. Okay. Here we go. Right out of the gate, this is where we give some picks and some DFS plays. The Goat Rack Bargain Bin, NFL, DFS, bets, not advice, week 4 NFL, week 5 college football. Choose anything you want. Slides. BMO, if you have any prepared, we will let you go at the end. But first up, I don't know who it is. Get ready, Butch P. There you go. What have we got here?
All right. For my Butch P's pull the covers over, I'm going to take Oklahoma on the road covering -2 at Auburn. If you watch that defense against Tennessee and you watch Auburn against Arkansas, I am taking Oklahoma in this game if they can just get a little bit of help out of their quarterback. But I hear that there's one available from UNLV, so that could be a possibility there.
Okay, nice.
And then an over I like in college, BYU and Baylor, because BYU is hot right now.
You're a big BYU guy right now.
I am a big BYU guy. They came through for me on my 7th leg of my 7 out of 7 leg parlay and beat Kansas State last week when they were down 6. And I was thinking about the cash out option until I was like, why are they offering me this? But anyway, take BYU Baylor over 45.5 because BYU may cover this themselves.
Love it.
And to the NFL, I'm going Pittsburgh covering -1.5 at Indy. That defense is for real. I hate BMO is off for this because he's licking his chops on this one and would certainly agree with me on Pittsburgh covering 1.5. Thoughts, BMO?
That's a good play. They're not going to lose big to very many people this year, so this is going to be a close game if they lose. So you can kind of bet that they're going to win by at least 2 on most games.
Yes.
Indy's
love
sucks
that.
at run defense, by the
And-
way.
I think that's an absolute lock right there.
And-
Unless they just
Woo!
Boswell's a weapon.
yes.
Oh, he's a unit and a weapon.
And then an over that I like is Browns and Raiders.
That's disgusting.
Absolutely is.
That is
Absolutely.
putrid.
But 37, I'm like, come on, guys. Let's get something going here. I do believe the Browns can score some points here to make this thing get close to 37. So don't lock that one in. This is not advice, but it's just that it's so low for an NFL game at 37 points that I want the over. And for my value play for DraftKings Daily Fantasy, don't mess with the Jahan. Because Jahan Dotson at $5,000 is a must play for the Eagles. Okay. No longer a commander. He's on the Eagles squad. And you have AJ Brown, questionable. Devontae Smith, questionable. Britton Covey went on the IR, and they are depleted at wide receiver. So you're down to Jahan and Paris Campbell, and I forget the third.
There's a rookie. There's a big rookie. He's like 6'7". I know who you're talking about. I can't remember his name.
But those guys right there, all cheap. You could go with any of those guys. $3,000 for Paris Campbell, or the other guys I think is maybe slightly more, the guy that you're thinking about. But anyway, if in fact AJ Brown and Devontae are out, which Devontae's under concussion protocol, so he's likely out for sure. AJ Brown still nursing hamstring or something.
Yeah. Also, revenge game here. Eagles versus Bucks. Bucks sent them home last year in the playoffs. Revenge game. Another revenge game.
Yeah.
Also, the Raiders, I heard, are going to be wearing patches for UNLV on their jerseys. I'm just kidding. Patches.
Sorry for your loss.
That's right. Nice, Butch. I like that. Okay, here's J-Vise.
Hold on. One thing about Butch's is
let's go back.
Is last week Jawan, this week's Jahan?
Oh,
could be.
Same situation.
Yeah, could be.
Jahan Solo. Get out the Millennium Falcon.
It takes Jahan to know Jahan.
Oh,
thanks, Jahan, to know Jawan.
Wax off. Wax Jahan, wax Jahan. Whoa.
Whoa.
I almost said Jack.
It's a kid show.
Yeah.
For the kids.
You just keep it in between the mustard and the mayonnaise there, Will Levis.
I was gonna say Will Levis. Hate mayonnaise. Jawan, this week is Jahan, last week's Jawan. That was good.
That was good.
Jahan that Jahan Sul is so hot right now. Oh. Okay. We could go on forever about that. Thursday for J-Vi, CeeDee Lamb over 81.5 receiving yards. Army versus Temple over 40.
I know. I saw that.
What is this?
Wait, he's taking the over?
He's taking the over in Army versus Temple.
All right. Okay.
By the way,
I got to jot that one down.
By the way, I saw that Navy runs an offense called the Sling T, which is basically the triple option out of shotgun. It is phenomenal. And what a name, the Sling T. I love it. Shout out Navy. He said Saturday, he's going back to the well with Buffalo +5 versus UConn. Georgia Southern.
I think it moved to +6.
He's on to something, dude. That dude, once he locks in on a college football team, he'll bet him every week. Georgia Southern rivalry game versus Georgia State. Take the money line +130. And Air Force versus Wyoming over 34.5. But J-Vi is going American right now. This is J-Vi's salute to the armed forces here.
Mm-hmm.
over 34.5. Sunday, he likes Rams, Bears over 41. That's awful. And Bills plus 3.5. Oh, no, versus the Ravens. You knew that was coming.
Oh, no.
He's drinking the Kool-Aid. He's drinking the Kool-Aid. Any thoughts on these? No? All right.
I mean, I do like them. I see them because actually that Army Temple game, I do like that over. Now that I think about, because Army puts up some points.
They'll put up points on you, dude.
Yeah,
Like, you don't want to get in front of that freight
and
train.
I think Temple's pretty good too. I'm not real sure
I don't know
about their record, but they can put. I think they can put up points.
I don't know. They've been bad the past year or two.
I'll look back on that. I could be terribly mistaken, but
all right, Dylon, he says take the Dalton Deontay Johnson stack with Thielen out, even though Tex, he's basically just piggybacking off of Tex last week who called that. And Javi, who played the Leggett. And then he got Leggett.
oh,
and then Brian Robinson Jr., because Eckler's out and the Commanders are the Commanders are playing the Cardinals, who are Swiss cheese basically on defense. So revenge game for Aaron Jones at Green Bay. He's buying into his team, of course. Now I feel like I should go back and make a bet on my own team, the Niners. Aaron Jones at Green Bay, over 56.5 rushing yards, because Green Bay cannot stop the run. And they have not been able to stop the run for who knows how long. So, except
for last week.
Yes. Who'd they play last week?
Tennessee.
Oh, dude. We got Will Levis back there just greasing himself up like Vaseline with mayo.
I took a chance on Pollard, and he puked in my face yet again.
Yep.
So
I did too. I took a chance.
Screw you, Pollard. You're
screw you, Will Levis, for doing the Vince Carter dunk before you throw the football between the legs, 360 screen pass to nobody. Okay. Oh, here you go. Here's mine. Okay.
Ooh.
Najee Harris. Jaylen Warren banged up. Colts rushing defense sucks. Anthony Richardson's going to turn the ball over, short field. Najee might find the end zone for once. And then Mike Wilson from the Cardinals. A lot of up. He had 69% increase in snap share and a pretty high target rate from Kyler Murray last week. And we all know about the Commanders' defense. Everybody's going to be playing Marvin Harrison Jr. and Greg Dortch. Throw a little Mike Wilson in there instead. 4,200 in your DFS lineup. NFL, I'm taking the over Minnesota Green Bay. I think they're both going to score 1 billion points. And Colorado plus 14 at UCF. I saw that, and I'm like, UCF ain't played nobody, Paul. They played TCU. They beat them on the road. They played Sam Houston State, and then they played somebody else who they destroyed. But I don't think they played anybody yet. And Colorado's 3-1 now. Like, they just beat Baylor. I'm just saying. So those are my three. Bimo, do you have any? Wait, did Tex do his? Tex did do it. He went
perfect.
He went Vikings money line. I don't know if that's a troll on Dylon or not. Kentucky plus 17.5. I forget who they're playing. And then Alabama money line against Georgia. Who's Kentucky?
Ole Miss.
Oh, geez.
I don't know about that one.
Me either. I think he's calling Ole Miss out. He's calling his shot here.
Yeah.
I think he's trying to call his shot.
And he's calling out Georgia.
I am too. Georgia ain't going to win that game. No, Georgia's losing that game. They might get blown out. They might get blown out.
I don't know.
Bimo, do you have any little nuggets that you want to throw in there?
You guys kind of already covered them. Let's see, Jennings and Johnson. I was going to go Jennings and Johnson for DFS.
Between Jennings and Johnson.
I was going to say, dude, Waylon Jennings and Jamie Johnson.
Yeah, both 5,600 if you want to play a couple big names. Those are going to be my bargain bins because they dominated last week.
Oh yeah, Brock Purdy.
And they're prime. Seems like they're primed to dominate this week too.
Mm-hmm.
So, and whoever, I think Carolina's playing Duke. Carolina might be on a slide here, so you might want to go money line Duke. I don't trust App State as far as I can throw them. Gets Liberty.
I know.
It's gross. It's really
When I
gross.
saw the -3.5 for Liberty, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do that to my boys, but y'all got to play better, Paul.
Yeah.
It's the first time we've been home underdogs in I don't know how many years.
It doesn't seem like, I mean, probably against Miami we were, but
Carolina.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem like the kind of the team has the cojones to bounce back. I don't think they have the team mentality as shown by the fighting and stuff before the season and how they played last week. Yeah, the culture I don't think is there.
Oh no, we have a culture problem.
Could be a head coach problem. Get him out.
Whoa!
Oh!
I was saying it.
You did it! Congratulations!
Right in the middle.
Go ahead, dude.
I was calling for it before that Texas A&M game, and I think that bought him at 2 more years after that Texas A&M win.
Hey, shout out anniversary. Boom.
Shout out birthday.
Yeah, that was the day. I'm telling you, that's like everybody says don't have football games in the fall or weddings in the fall during football games. Change the schedule. But that for somebody
truther here, BMO on the show.
But
spring games.
for somebody who doesn't live close to you guys, that's probably the best weekend it could have been. Like coming down, going to a wedding, and watching a game with your boys. Like that was awesome.
Yeah.
That was one of the greatest days ever.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was real good.
I agree. Everybody's like, where's everybody at? Watching App State win.
Having problems with their dress or something.
Yeah.
Classic us.
That's right.
Yeah.
Luckily, like half the people there went to App or had ties to App, so they were probably all watching on their phones too.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Hang the banners. I'm going to hang the banner for Eli Manning because he is more hilarious than we give him credit for. And he I guess quote tweeted something. Well, now I've lost the picture, but basically it was there it is. Every collegiate starting debut for the Manning family. Arch Manning 258 2-2, Peyton Manning 79 pass yards, and his debut Archie Manning 116 2-1, and Eli Manning his debut went 271 and 5 touchdowns. He quote tweeted that and said, "I win." That's it. And I was like, dude, hang the banner for you, man. That's exactly how you do it. You don't say anything else. It was great. So,
dude, when does the Tank for Archie parade start? Is that starting this year or next year?
Jerry Jones would do everything he can to get Arch Manning.
Would you tank your season this year just to bolster your O-line? I guess you're kind of at a good position to pick top 10 for O-line, but
interesting teams at 0-3 though. The Titans, who possibly, but the Jags and the Bengals have paid their QB.
Yeah.
So you could tank to trade and just see if you can trade with the Bears or the Panthers and see if they'll give you all their 1 picks again, like they said last week.
It would be something like the Panthers to do to draft Ewers and have him be a bust and then have Archie come out and dominate the next year.
Could we see a draft where both Texas quarterbacks go 1 and 2? That's a hot take.
That is.
Okay, who wants to go next? Who wants to go next? Hang the banners.
I'm going to hang the banner to the early 2 wins for the Sabres.
Mm.
Yep.
Who'd they beat?
The Penguins.
Oh,
Oh,
interesting.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. What is that from
Yeah.
1997?
2016.
Oh, 8 years ago.
I had to look and see which one it was because we won a lot around there.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll never forget I think we were with you one time when they won one. You were in Myrtle Beach. You were watching it somewhere. That was brutal.
Yeah, it's probably at Oscars.
Yeah, that was awful. I remember that. Do you want to hang the banner for somebody?
Hang the banner for Joe Brady. Another stellar performance this past week. He's marching his way to NFL head coach stardom, and we all know what that means.
Cowboys.
Doesn't matter which team it's on, but
Cowboys Brady curse. I said it earlier.
If just give me another team to cheer for.
There you go. You need more jerseys.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm running low.
All right. Last thing here, real quick. We've got the college football rankings. J-Vi is first. He's ranked his 12. He's got Georgia, Oregon, Clemson. Dude, that's okay. Iowa State, Boise State. There you go. I like that. Texas.
What is this, 2016?
Tennessee. What are you talking about, Mr. Penguin Stanley Cup jersey? Tennessee, Miami, Ole Miss, Utah, Illinois, and then the Jaguars slide in there at number 12, taking the Panthers spot. Oh, any refute or debate to that?
I'm not. Just move on to the next one.
Okay, next. I cannot believe he's got Clemson up there at 3. That is garbage, dude.
Wait, is Houston good? Oh, that's Utah. Never mind.
Yeah, Utah.
I was looking at this Iowa State Houston, and it's like over under 43. I'm like, that seems awfully low for a college game.
Well, I bet Arkansas State to cover the spread against Iowa State, and they lost by like 50. So I trust Iowa State now. Here's Butch, and this is you're such an idiot, dude. I'll read them off. Go ahead, dude. Read them off.
This is my college football ranking that I deem. This is my Metallica list right here. Because nothing else matters. It's all SEC, and from top to bottom, you can see it for yourself.
Just rank the whole SEC, you idiot. Every single ranking, folks, is SEC 1 through 12. Vandy's even in there, for goodness sakes. For crying, I'm going to give you for crying out loud.
Wait a second, J-Ball has the Jags. Come on, equally the same.
Dude, could Texas beat the Jags? That's a legitimate question. All right, yeah, that's dumb. Here's the real one. See, I have the orange one. It's more official. Texas, Oregon, Utah, Miami, Tennessee,
Looks
Illinois,
like crimson orange there.
Georgia. That's Illinois orange. Thank you. Alabama, BYU, Louisville, Mizzou, JMU. I'm propping JMU up so that when we beat them, we can then say that we beat a ranked team.
Ooh,
top 12. App State, that is.
This year is orange blood in college football.
It is.
Orange is back.
Orange is back.
They always talk about the blue bloods in basketball. The orange bloods are back in football.
Except for
Texas, Miami's got some orange there. Tennessee, Illinois, Georgia is about to be orange after they lose to Tennessee this year, and then
so
that's it.
4 orange teams. You're right. Good call. Syracuse not on that list because they did not want to do orange for their home game. Cowards. Cowards. Okay, and then finally, the top 10 games of the week. Here you go. Lots of stuff on the line here. You've got Georgia, Alabama, number 1. Louisville, Notre Dame. Oklahoma State, Kansas State. Kansas State quarterback sucks. Oklahoma, Auburn. Illinois, Penn State, boys.
Ooh.
People not giving Illinois State or Illinois credit. I think they're down by or minus 14 or something. Washington State at Boise State. Let's go. Fresno State. Shout out UNLV. That's not a game of the week anymore. Get it out of here. Arkansas at Texas A&M, BYU and Baylor. Washington
Upset.
at Rutgers. Let's
Where's
go.
game day?
I would assume it's in Alabama.
Tuscaloosa. Yeah. No, wait. Is that game in Tuscaloosa or is that UAB?
Well, it's not at UAB. It's in Tuscaloosa.
No, but there's one game that maybe I think it might be tennis. No, check it. This game might be at UAB Stadium. Something weird. Alabama's playing a game.
No chance.
There's there's a weird neutral site game coming up.
I don't know where is it being played. It says at Alabama Crimson Tide. Where is Bryant Denny Stadium in Tuscaloosa, Alabama at 7:30?
So that's not the one then.
So
Yeah.
you were completely wrong. There's no chance Alabama.
No, there's a weird game.
2016 anymore, dude.
I believe you there, but I just couldn't fathom.
Is it like a Georgia Tennessee or something like that kind of game?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Georgia and Florida always plays at a neutral site, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
The largest cocktail party.
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
You have to
All
let
right.
us know.
I'll let you know.
I believe you, but
Yeah, but for this game right here, I couldn't imagine that Alabama would do that.
It was shocking enough that when I read it, I was like, "What's going on here?" But
it's got to be an SEC game then. I'm sure. Anyways, that's it. That's the show.
Nice, good one.
That's episode 169. We still haven't won the Millie. We still suck at betting. We're 13-21. That's okay. BMO joined. Maybe turn the luck around. Thank you to almost the 100 people that are watching right now.
Nice.
If you like this and you missed the show, why don't you go and check out the podcast and catch up on what you missed? And let me put that. I think that slide is next, actually. Yes, it is.
Did you see that?
What?
I did a heart with my hand, and then there was a bunch of hearts that flew up over my face.
What if you do a thumbs up? Do a thumbs up. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Butch is over here. Doctor Strange up in this thing.
Happy birthday.
Let's go. If you're just tuning in and you missed the beginning of the show, you can get it on the podcast up here. You can check us out again on Sunday. I think sometimes we're going to do a Thursday night and Saturday night again this week for the Pick'em Show. All of our socials are here. We do have a Facebook page now, which I forgot to put on here, but I will get it on there. In the meantime, the WOAT-A-MAKER standings for our DraftKings. Butch P in a commanding lead for 7. J-Vi is in second with 5. Butch P is back in football form. I have 2. Dylon has 1. Tex has 0. BMO, we have to get you in there maybe at some point. Okay.
I did rank this past week.
Podium, Mr. Podium.
Uh-huh.
And for those of you just tuning in and who have been tuning in the whole time, enjoy this.
We love football.
The Niners.
Yeah, it's our passion. That's why we're cashing.
I don't hear it.
Check us out tomorrow. We'll be back.
We love football.
You just gift them silence.